Today I'm going to be playing a Mill Hunter that I actually had a positive win rate with. I went 8 and 7. So the mini set gave us Yelling Yodeler, a 4-mana minion that triggers a friendly minion's death rattle twice. So I was looking for the most interesting death rattle to use with this card and stumbled upon Selfish Shellfish, a 4-mana 7/7 with a death rattle that forces the opponent to draw 2 cards. So with Yelling Yodeler, we can force them to draw an additional 4 cards. And as Hunter, we actually have several other ways to make Shellfish. We've got the Selective Breeder to discover a copy. We've got Faithful Companions, which on turn 10 will summon a Shellfish from the deck and summon a copy of it. And finally, we've got Defense Attorney Nathanos, a 6-mana legendary that discovers a friendly Death Rattle minion that died this game, then triggers and gains its Death Rattle. So it immediately makes the opponent draw 2, gains a Death Rattle that'll make the opponent draw 2, and it actually adds a Shellfish to our hand as well. So Nathanos can force the opponent to draw 6. So we've got plenty of ways to force the opponent to overdraw, but the mini set also gave us a couple great cards to keep us alive. There is, of course, Hollow Hound, a 6-mana 3/6 with Lifesteal and Rush that also damages adjacent minions, so clears a board and heals 9 pretty often. And then there's Star Power, a 5-mana spell that deals 5 to an enemy minion, then 4, 3, 2, 1 damage. 2 incredible board clears for our Mill Hunter deck. One, two. Look at all this beautiful armor we both have. Well, against Armor Vendor Mage, I think we definitely want a Shellfish. Speaking of Shellfish. Getting the 3/1 did kind of suck here. Maybe I could have just gone Trinket Tracker tracking, but that seemed kind of not great. Need 3 minions to die for Famished Fool. That's definitely very doable when I have 3 1/1s. Okay, I guess they don't want to get fooled. Understandable, I guess. Does anyone ever really want to get fooled? Let's do some tracking. Definitely gotta be a Yodeler. Maybe my opponent plays like Volume Up or something and then they can get wrecked by this combo. Definitely hate to see that. But I am at 47, so I think it's fine. I maybe didn't have to trade there, and I think the way it worked out, I didn't have to trade, but I wanted to make sure things died.
Bask in my radiance.
Don't think this needs to happen. Alright, so I have 2 Shellfish, 2 Yodelers, and still a Shellfish in deck for Faithful Companions. So I can definitely pump out some card draw in these next few turns. My dream is a volume up here. But it's pretty likely that anything the mage does will end up with them still having a bunch of cards in hand. That's a good way to dump a card. And that's a way to gain a bunch of cards. So that's probably Lunar Eclipse, Deathborn, Coin maybe? What else have they played? I think it's Lunar Eclipse, Deathborn, Coin. Okay. I do have a Hollow Hound in hand, so I don't think I mind taking damage here. Oh, they overdrew the volume up. Probably the worst card to make them overdraw. Are we deathboarding here? I guess so. Oh, it does make another 2/2 over there for them, which is reasonable, I guess. Six cards in hand, so maybe not an ideal turn for Yodeler. Could just be a Hollow Hound here. We'll go for Hollow Hound, I think. Collateral damage. Could just quick shot to kill the final skeleton. I don't know, maybe having a collateral damage is good. I can actually even play Castle Kennels with Faithful Companions next turn. They do go Horn. Might be pretty good to have a 9-power rush minion here. Neptulon is pretty insane. Maybe no, collateral damage doesn't even kill Neptulon if it hits it. Could rush a sheep. Not totally sure this was great, but I think it was at least reasonable. You definitely got to do something more impactful than this. Alright, just don't draw a Shellfish this turn. 18 out of 19 times I have a very good draw. Or a very good turn. I guess this technically could have whiffed, but that would have been pretty unlucky. Alright. So I can force them to draw 10 cards with Shellfishes and Yodeler. Oh no, they're gonna make me draw 2 cards? Man, I thought I was only 8 cards ahead. Or I thought I was 8 cards ahead, now I'm only 6 ahead. This thing's actually kind of a pain to kill though, to be honest. I guess I just smack my weapon into it. Because I really, really would like to Shellfish Yodel here. I can actually rush my Shellfish in, I guess. It doesn't actually make them overdraw a card. What am I worried about? Maybe like rewind into another Colossal could be a thing. I do have this for Hollow Hound to stabilize. I can probably just eat 7. Oh wait, I can maybe rush this in. Yeah, I'll do that. Alright. Oh, Finley is a great one to overdraw. Cold case good as well. Double cold case. Alright, I'm at 26. My opponent's in fatigue. I'm winning on board. And I have Faithful Companions into Hollow Hound in deck. That is one of the more powerful cards they could have had here. But it does depend a lot on what their hand actually is. Do I want to just go ahead and pull my Hollow Hounds here? They only give me 6 healing. It's probably fine though. Can have another Hollow Hound in hand. They are still a 3-3 and a 3-5 in play as well, right? That's actually quite scary, huh? They fizzled that. I don't think I'm too worried about Infinitize. Man, another Kel'Thuzad is actually really scary. Okay.
Bask in my radiance.
I think they have another Deathborn. It makes 2 skeletons here. I don't really know if they're going to do better than that. I think I just can't really play Hydrolodon, at least before they play Kel'Thuzad. Do I want a Hollow Hound here? I guess it's kind of fine. But let's draw 2. I'd love to just play Nathanos here. Unfortunate. I don't think I'm too worried about that. Maybe this is the Deathborn. Really, really bad hand here, honestly. They did only get 4, or I guess 5 cards off Fizzle. Maybe they just didn't hit Kel'Thuzad? I don't want to play Falnos into Deathborn. Next turn I can sheep location, clear everything, and then Hydralodon to kill Kel'Thuzad. I'm not sure that Kel'Thuzad even does that much damage. I think the first one summoned like 8 skeletons. Which, I mean, is a decent amount, but not totally insane. Was that? That was just from their deck. So they can't have another Deathborn from the snapshot. Beautiful. Please give me Shellfish. Definitely not guaranteed. But that's a Shellfish. Block some armor gain, I guess. Alright, they should be dead here. There's no way Kel'Thuzad kills me without killing my board. And if it just kills my 5/4, they're dead. 2 polymorphs? Okay, but they're just dead to their next 2 draws, right? So, like, that stops them from dying immediately. But it doesn't win the game, right? Well, pretty sure I'm not dead. 17. Even if that all went face, I don't think it would kill me. It was only 22. Very nice. This is probably not a very fun matchup.
I see you brought guests. The living grab all kinds of things.
You do love to see the Paladin not have their 1-drop at least.
Reporting for duty.
Maybe a big Paladin?
Here, God. Still in ambush. Got anything?
If it's some sort of goofy Paladin, I definitely want some Shellfish.
What'll wet your whistle? The Queen's trove is forbidden.
The light dims,
Alright, it is just pure Paladin. Let's go 4 mana 7/7.
What'll wet your whistle? Move quickly.
Let's get him Shellfish. Oh wow, that's not good, but expected. Monkey time. I do have a star power to deal with whatever's coming up. I guess I'm star powering this. It's probably fine, right? Alright, that was fine. My opponent does have a million cards, thanks to my shellfish. Shellfish time? Sure. How could this go wrong? They do overdraw 2 here. Buffet Bacon's a great one, and Light Ray's a great one. I'd love to see that run into my monkey.
The light dims, but we fight.
Alright, so the only shellfish I have left is Nathanos. Speaking of Nathanos. Maybe I am playing it this turn. Although maybe I want to use it as an explosive sheep somehow. Yeah, we can make him overdraw. I think that'll be fine. Hand of Adal is probably the worst card to force them to overdraw, but whatever. Three mana do nothing. We love to see it. Oh, only 2 invitations? That's very sad. Oh wow, they're just eating these overdraws. Mustard, another Light Ray. Love to see that. I guess I'm just running Shellfish into Countess here. But then what? Maybe Hollow Hound. I don't really feel like I need to play Hollow Hound, though. That's a really good draw. Alright, opponent is out of cards, and they only have 2 invitations to murder me. Could probably guess the other 8 cards in their hand. Definitely, wow, it's actually super weird that they play True Silver Champion with Disco Maul and Horn of the Windlord. But they definitely have another Horn. Okay, so I think their remaining cards are Sanguine Soldier, Equality, Consecration, Disco Maul, Horn of the Windlord, Purator. Oh no, I had the other 2 in my head. What were they? I don't know, but all the stuff that I just named right there seems not very threatening. Well, that's an insane card, but Hollow Hounds are so good here. So easily playing double Hollow Hound, that heals up to 27, which should be fine. So I don't really need to play, like, Armor Vendor necessarily. Probably just play this thing. Stranglethorn Heart is quite good when I'm hollow hounding. Alright, I think it should be pretty hard to lose this game. Wow, they actually just play 6 weapons. Very mediocre reward. Wow, what were their other choices if a 4-minute or if a 4-4 was the best?
Reporting for duty.
See what we can track into. Take a yodeler for a sheep. That's a pretty good board clear. Probably don't really need to draw this many cards, but why not? Up to 32.
Remember this day.
Wait, they have another countess? What happened? Was I asleep? Did Muckborn Servant discover the first one? Okay, I can definitely still lose this game if they have another countess, or since they have another countess. Hey, Hydralodon for myself. My Hollow Hounds are still super good though, right? Whack you. Go there. We can go here. How am I dealing the last damage to the 7/7? Just play my own Hydralodon, I guess. I guess I'm doing this. I think I want to end on a taunt minion here. So let's do this. So I have Sheep Yodeler, which does 8 damage. And I have Stranglethorn Heart, which gets me 2 Hollow Hounds and a Hydralodon. Both of those are quite good at winning this game. That's a hell of a card. They got another Adonis. Should do 6, right? Bonk. And okay. Hopefully not a Shadow Priest.
Victory for the Forsaken.
I think Spirit Poacher is a fine card. Oh, it's Shadow Priest. Kill me.
I see you've brought guests.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself. Happy Midsummer Festival. This one
Well, 2/2's good into a 1/2. Set this up to be able to rush into sheep on any turn that it's good.
The more you struggle, the better. Here goes. Stand in ambush.
Give me the puppy. So I can have sheep into star power into Hollow Hound. Probably in a pretty decent spot to win this game. This is probably not the sheep turn. Ooh, bit of a whiff here. But that's okay, because star power does 1,000,000 damage next turn. My opponent also does 1,000,000 damage this turn, though. God, I take 9 clearing their board. So annoying. Maybe I'm just making taunts. Then we can Hollow Hound, heal 15. ETC Shadow Priest. I don't know what that means. I healed so much, but I also took so much.
Gifts of the arcane surge within me.
That's your ETC card. Well, I do have an armor vendor that I almost certainly want to play here. See what this can do for me. God, we absolutely love to see another Hollow Hound. Just gonna leave this in play to get Hollow Hounded. Could be an extra 5 health for me. And it's kind of hard to imagine it being that punishing. Still dies to Hollow Hound, it's okay. Back to 17. I don't really think I can lose from this position, unless Vizier does something silly. I mean, that was strong, but they've still got a ways to go before I die. Can't really imagine any of these being useful, but perhaps the freezing trap is scary. No! I took Faithful Companions for Hollow Hound and then drew Hollow Hound. Unfortunate. Targeting my minion? Okay, sure, I guess that's 1 extra damage. So it might be kind of dumb to play the shellfish here, but I figure if they're killing the shellfish, they're probably not killing Hollowhound, and I don't really think they can kill either. Oh my god, am I gonna die? There's no target for Mindseer, and they've played 2 of them. Oh, we live.
The living drop all kinds of things.
The moment is upon us.
Oh, it's just armor vendor. I don't know what I was double checking there. Alright, I think the game is finally over. If I wasn't dead last turn, there's just no way I'm dead this turn.
It is finished. You win.
Beautiful.